Hello there, you beautiful people. My name is Willow, and welcome back to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever, where today we're doing a Step-Stool laddercast. And of course, it's going to be on Point of Reach, but really quick, if you are not, you should click the red button below and subscribe to this channel, and like if you liked it. And yeah, that's about it. Dislike if you don't like it, that's fine too. I'm not going to be bothered any little bit by that. But without further ado, let's introduce our players. Up in the top, the blue player. He is a Seraphim. He is going first land, and his name is Jascnu. I don't... Jascnu? Is that how you say that? I really don't know. But down in the bottom, he appeared in the last cast, and he's appearing in this one. He is red. He is a Cybran, and his name is RLO. He is a member of the Discord community. Go check that out. There is a link in the description, as always. There's a link to my Discord and to the FBN Discord, which is a also awesome place that I think more people should join. FBN's a great organization, and they've been helping me out with stuff, and I just realized that my game capture is not right, so we're going to fit to screen. All right, technical difficulties. Damn it! Fire the intern. You were supposed to have all of this worked out already, fucking intern. All right, let's go ahead and look at the map. We have ourselves a nice juicy 3,000 reclaim spread pretty much everywhere. Actually, it's not all that juicy. That's not very much. You're not going to be getting a lot with reclaim. This map requires a pretty decent build order, heavily Navy focused, so I do think that I'm going to enjoy this game because, of course, you know me, I'm the Navy caster apparently. I'm the one who always rants about how good frigates are and how much I want to see more Torrent class missile ships, but yeah, we're just waiting for these players to do something. Mainly what I'm waiting for is this. They're both going to be getting their air factories momentarily, and we're going to see if either of them can get control of more islands than the other. That's kind of how this map works. It's kind of like the Pacific campaign in World War II, where you're island hopping, except for there's a lot less human bloodshed, and a lot less, well, I mean, I guess they do fight to the last, so we got Okinawa Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Oh man, I'm having fun with this one. The transport for Jas is finished. I think he finished his first. He did, as a scout was built instead of a first transport. So it does look like Jas is going to have a bit of an advantage with expanding. Could possibly get a couple of engineers on every island, or at least all of the important ones, the big ones. He has 4 engineers, so you could technically just drop on all of them. I don't think that'd be the best choice, because then you need to build 4 factories, and building 4 factories at one time, I don't know if he has the mass to support it. I don't know why I'm talking so much. I guess it's my job, but you know, it is what it is. Where is he going to drop? He's going to be dropping over here at these 4 mass points. That's interesting. I would be... on this map, I think I would normally drop right here, build some factories, and just take over the island, but I guess you do want the mass points, so yeah. He has engineers expanding over to the sides. We have our first expansion engineer out from RLO, building a mechs over here, probably going to build a factory, and just start taking over this weirdly shaped island over here. It kind of looks like a... What does this look like? What do I see here? I see a bird on a log. Like, this is the beak of the bird, this is the tail, this is either that or it's like a cuckoo, whatever it's called from Final Fantasy, the birds that you ride on. Because, like, it looks like it has a saddle up here. I don't know why I'm, like, playing geography. I'm playing GeoGuessr, I guess. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Scouts now flying over for Jascnu, going to be the first scout of the main island from RLO. I believe RLO has already... Nope, he is just scouting over here, so he does not have a scout on the opponent's main island yet. And yeah, let's go ahead and just look at the early economies. We have very little reclaim out of both players, which is to be expected. There's not very much reclaim on this map to begin with. overall mass generation, it looks like Jas might be slightly behind. He's in a horrible power stall. Please tell me you're building more power. He is indeed building more power, but I don't know when the end of this power stall is going to be. RLO is looking to not to be one-upped. RLO is going to go directly into his own power stall, which is quite... Oh, you're power stalling. Let me show you how to power stall like a real champ. We have a drop of engineers out from RLO over here. They managed to get up a PD in time. I think this is going to be RLO kicking Jas off of this island. So that is a significant turn of events. I'm surprised that RLO managed to get he managed to get that built without it dying, but there is a Zooey built, so there is a chance that this doesn't work. The factory probably goes down no matter what the Zooey does. There's enough DPS here. Yeah, factory is going down regardless, but the PD is going to go down, and that means that with either of these engineers building a factory, I think Jascnu stays on the island. But it's not quite... What was that? What was that reality TV show? Survivor? We did not vote Jas off the island yet. Oh, man. As the engineers sit here and like, wait, is that even legal? Can you just kill my perfectly planned PD drop? Damn, one Zooey. The Zooey up to 2 veterancy, killing off a grand total of 200 mass. Very mass efficient Zooey right there. Considering the Zooey, I think, only costs 40? Am I correct? 54, damn it, I was wrong. It costs, that's such a weird number. Why does it cost 54? Who came up with this pricing system? So strange. Over here we have Jas moving the commander all the way over to another island. Going to be on this island and this island. We have drops out for both players over to the westernmost island. This big old boy right here. A PD about to be built. Nope. Deciding against re-queuing up all of the buildings he already had queued up. You're gonna want a factory very quick. Very quick. There's more build power here, but it's gonna build a Zooey, and that means that the engineers are gonna die. No! No, the poor engineers! You gotta keep them alive. If you don't keep them alive, then what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? I'm still irked that I fucked up the intern fucked up the stream capture, so it was all weird in the beginning. Oh well. I'll just edit in a thing saying we fired the intern that made this graphic. The Zooey is being produced. This is... You don't want to build Mantis. No, don't build Mantis. You build Hunters. You build Labs. There's Zooeys. You build Labs because they get out quicker and they don't run into this issue of, well, what you're having now, where the Zooeys kill whatever's building. Sadness. But we do have naval factories, 3 for each player. Being produced, all of them producing frigates, which is a good sign. This eastern island over here has been firmly grabbed by RLO. Sorry, RLO, your name makes me think of Zlo for some reason. Of course, this is a Step-Stool ladder, so it's definitely not Zlo, but still, it does seem that Jas has managed to take complete map control. He has all of the expansions on the big islands. About a third of the map is RLO's, and I mean, I don't know. I've said it before and I'll say it again. More shit better than less shit. Did you all hear that? One second. I gotta give you a real life update because that just scared the shit out of me. Oh, there's a national weather advisory for a thunderstorm alert. That's probably doing me a lot of favors right now. That's going to give me anxiety. I'm not super scared of storms, but I don't like having my PC on during storms, but I'm not turning it off, so the Surge Protector, please do your job. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, man. I'm gonna go ahead while we're waiting. Ooh, frigates managed to come up over here. I'm gonna open myself up a zesty drink and take a drink. Ah, delicious. It's gonna kill me one day, but that's a problem for future Willow. The expansion over to this island by Jas is going relatively unhindered. As far as Navy is concerned, who has more frigates right now? We have 9 frigates for RLO, and Jas is sitting at a paltry 5. So Jas definitely not winning the naval game, but the difference between our players is their strategies with their warships. It looks like Jas is just trying to get any exposed mechs that he can, so he's just sending his frigates. They're all spread out, whereas RLO is keeping his frigates more close together. I don't know how much RLO has scouted, but if he needs to scout the main island, he should know now that if he scouted the main island, he would know right now he has a naval advantage, and he could just literally sail over and kill off this and get naval lockout. That's what you need. But of course, we're not here to criticize. I'm not better than either of these players. I probably would have already lost this match. But I am here to point out the obvious, that if he knew he had more frigates, he could win. Oh, wow. Cast ahoy, everybody. So, yeah, over here we have a bunch of assistants on this factory. Is it T2 yet? Yes, we do have T2 air now, and Volthu's being produced. We could see a snipe attempt, but the problem with that is there's also T2 air for RLO, and he is building a lot of interceptors, so I'm not sure how effective the idea of a snipe attempt would be. And we have a couple of frigates over here going to be killed off. The Trident, a very good frigate, but does not win 2v4. The Trident, the best of the T1 frigates, but yet again, not going to win a 2v4, so you need to make sure you're a little bit safer with your frigates than that, because if you're not, well, you're gonna die, and dying isn't good. Dying is at the opposite of living, and living is good. Wait, is dying the opposite of living? Or is being dead the opposite of living? Like, the act of dying isn't necessarily opposite of living, because you have to be living to be dying, right? Philosophical questions for the chat. Or for the comments. If you are on YouTube, you can go check the comments for the stuffs and the things. And yeah. If you're on Twitch, you can put it in chat, and I'll read it after the cast, because I don't read chat while I'm casting. A bunch of out-of-fuel interceptors and a bunch of interceptors uninterested in killing the enemy units are here. This gunship's gonna die. That's a very dead gunship. The second gunship is probably gonna die as well. We also have a bunch of anti-air over here for RLO, so this island relatively safe. Are we gonna see a static anti-air? Yes, we do have 2 static anti-air out over here, so this gunship's gonna be relatively not useful. A large group of Hoessels coming through the middle, going to be able to disrupt the air fight. It does look like both players are going to end up with very little air left. A giant Medusa drop out from RLO. Just saw the transport returning. Going to be killing off 4 mexes, and possibly, if the Zuis are quite motivated enough, could try and get a kill onto this T2 mechs, but they are not going to manage it. The Volthu managing to defend quite well. I think this is the closest 2 navies can get without actually trying to kill each other. Okay, well, here we go. The ship's finally deciding to kill each other. A bunch of frigates out of RLO charging into the frigate line from Jas. I am guessing that the frigates of RLO are going to win this. There are more of them here, and they are moving, so I don't know. Maybe it gives them a disadvantage, because if they ever move to where the enemy frigates are directly behind them, they can't fire anymore. But that Hoessel's going to die. No, it gets away? What a fucking legend. 165 health, just running away, or sailing away, wagging its tail away. Alright. There's an attempt at using thumbs to kill tridents. It's not going well. That's why you build Zuis to kill tridents. A bunch of hover spam coming out from Jas over to the eastern island over here, going to be able to cause a lot of harassment trouble. Seraphim does have the slight advantage of having Zuis on a naval map, and that is quite the unfortunate kind of situation for the Cybern players. Zooey is very good at harassment, and you're gonna have Mantis on every island to be able to deal with them, and you're gonna have to make sure your Mantis don't just get free fired on from max range. There's a bunch of frigates brawling it out in the middle. I still think RLO has this. I also think that RLO could... Oh, there's T2 Navy and he's producing a destroyer. Does RLO have T2 Navy yet? He does, and he's producing a destroyer. These players step in step with the naval game, but the problem is RLO is behind economically by about 20 to 30 mass a second. That is not insurmountable, but it is difficult to deal with in Navy because the higher you go up in tech, the more expensive it is. To produce T2 Navy, you need the economy that you normally have for producing T3 land. That's the kind of equatement of it I could make. Words are difficult, okay? But I don't know. He needs to get one of these islands. Letting Jas control all of these is a bit silly. At this point, take the T2 transport, put your comm on one of these islands with a gun upgrade. Is probably a better idea. Voltu's coming in to the most fucked engineer of 2021. That engineer had no chance. Do we have any interceptors? We have 36 interceptors, which is a significant amount. Yeah, I don't know. How many interceptors does Jas have? 20. So we have an air advantage for RLO. That is something going in his advantage. I know I'm not really talking about Jas much. I was talking about them a lot early game whenever they were doing all the expanding, but honestly, it's kind of just in the point where we need to see what RLO is going to do to make this game competitive, because right now it does not look like RLO is in a position to really fight it out. We still have enough frigates out from RLO to put up a fight against this, but the problem is a destroyer's incoming, and once that destroyer reaches here, these frigates lose. There's about even numbers of frigates plus a destroyer, and apparently torp bombers, because insult to injury and such. Yeah, the destroyer for RLO has finished, so the Salem will be able to get out here, but you can see that the economic advantage that Jas has, both players I'm pretty sure are mass stalling. Yes, they're both mass... Oh, never mind, RLO is doing a lot better at balancing his economy than I'm giving him credit for. But still, having that extra mass means that he's going to have more destroyers, and destroyers are good for killing things. That's what destroyers do. They destroy, believe it or not. So, yeah. You know? Also, fun fact, everybody, I fixed my chair. It used to be all squeaky and shit. You can't see it now, but I'm going back and forth on it, and you can't hear the squeaks that you were in like the last couple of streams and such. This destroyer, very dead. This is not what you do with your destroyers. Okay, time to talk about Naval Micro, because I'm yet again the Navy caster of FAF. Also, I'm just going to check. Nothing weird going on. There is a very fine line between smart and stupid with Naval Micro, in my opinion. It's smart if it works, it's stupid if it doesn't. But there are certain things that you don't do. And that is run your destroyers directly into the enemy frigates, because it only takes, I think, 6 or 7 frigates to kill off a destroyer. And that is without a frigate dying. A frigate won't even die in that kind of fight. So it's very you have to abuse the fact that the destroyer has more range. Throw your frigates into the enemy frigates and use your destroyers behind them. Like anybody who plays, I don't know, Total War or something. Destroyers are more like archers and frigates are more like infantry or spearmen. My rant about Navy is over, but the naval battle continues. Oh my gosh. Game, why are you so beautiful? Oh, just look at it. Look at the beauty that this game is bestowing upon us. It's absolutely unfathomably good. I love it so much. Let's go ahead and look at that one. Control V. Let's see. The Zooey harass is getting out of hand. The Zooies have managed to completely destroy this island. So at this point, RLO is stuck on his main island, and as I said, he's still about 30 to... No, he's more than that. He's like 60 mass a second behind. which is significant to the point where even though he's doing very well at trading efficiently, 1.86, he for every mass for every point of mass of his that is killed, he is killing almost 2 points of mass. That's ridiculously efficient with your units. But more shit counters less shit every single time, and eventually there's going to be so much shit you can't make these efficient trades. Like right now, it's borderline. Here soon there's going to be enough destroyers and frigates that you can just run them at you and even do those stupid plays I was talking about, and it'll work to a degree. But still, we have cruisers coming out, sirens. Those are really good at dealing with Zooies, so these Zooies can't harass the main island. T3 Air has finished for RLO, and the T3 Power Gen is about to be done. We also have a T2 transport laden with a bunch of Medusa, so that could be something to keep our eyes on. We don't have... Oh, we have T3 Air just now finishing. Jas is surprisingly very far behind on the air tech. Going to end up seeing possibly a strat bomber, or just kind of, I don't know, get ASFs up and get a bunch of torp bombers possibly, and you could get a solid advantage. But right now Jas is just so far ahead. And this game, you may have looked at it in the beginning and been like, oh, an 800 versus a 1000. The 1000 wins 20 times out of 20, or 20 times out of like 21. Let's be honest. There are those games. Well, I mean, unless the 1000 rated is like a gap player and the 800 player rated is like a not gap player, a normal map player, a good map player. I won't talk about gap anymore. That's my one comment about gap this game. Oh man, I'm gonna get flack in the comments for just saying gap once. I am going to get flack in the comments. Somebody's gonna be like, at 21 minutes you mentioned dual gap. You shouldn't mention it because you hate it. I'm like, yeah, fuck off. That's a very nice addition. The Mermaid T2 counterintelligence boat. Very, very good. Gives you well, it's... Which circle is it? Seriously? Why is there like 1,000 circles? Can you... I just want selection. Counterintelligence. Okay, it doesn't tell me. I think it's this circle is the counterintelligence, so if you look at Jascnu, even though he has radar, most of these ships are just invisible until he gets close enough to see them. The only way to really deal with it is to select one of your T1 air factories and throw a bunch of scouts just to fly over the Navy at any given time. That's how you deal with it on... At least that's how I deal with it. I think it's a pretty efficient way to deal with it, and it works for me. So, yeah. But RLO, surprisingly... I guess he does have... It looked like he didn't have naval intelligence for a bit there. The Volthu over here, going to die, but is going to get some not insignificant damage done to some of these frigates. Probably did more damage than it was worth? I don't know. Maybe not. The efficiency has gone up from that 1.87 all the way up to 1.91. So still a very efficient and tight-knit kind of group out of RLO versus the more industrial might of Jascnu, who has decided, okay, well, I'm just going to build a bunch of shit and throw it at you, which is the way I generally like to play the game. We'll have to see if I'm wrong or right, I guess. Man, those thunderstorms. I don't know if you all can hear them because I have my mic set up specifically to catch my voice and I'm trying to get rid of background noise, but those thunderstorms are getting through my noise canceling headphones, and it's just very, very, very strange. Just casting a game and all of a sudden, whatever that sounded like a dog, not a thunderstorm. Who the hell am I? Let's go ahead and check on economy. We have about... Okay, we have a power stall. About 150 mass a second for Jascnu versus RLO sitting at 96. Also, wait. Did the music just fuck up on me? Is the music continuing to fuck up like it did the other time? I am so confused. This is the first cast of the day, so I have to, like, make sure everything's good.
Strategic launch detected.
Okay, that wasn't a strategic launch detected. I was changing the voice volume, and it gives you, like, the strategic launch detected thing. Nobody launched a nuke. Nobody have a... Yeah. This is such a fuckfest. It's a clusterfuck. I'm sorry. Icy, how are you? Icy, I have a surprise for you. I shouldn't be reading chat. I'm not reading chat. Fuck it. Oh, god damn it. I look over at chat for a second, and I need to get better at this live casting thing because I'm not doing very well. Okay, economy. Let's get back to that. 150-ish mass a second versus 104. So I guess RLO actually could win this just by how efficient he is. Because every mass he spins is worth a little bit more. Like, whoa. Oh, that's energy. Okay, I don't know why I was looking at that. Every mass he spins is worth about 2 mass compared to the mass that Jas is spinning. So he's technically, like, if you look at it from, like, some weird tinted angular glasses, he's making twice as much economy as his opponent. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, but as we can see, a giant naval battle has kicked off, and what it's showing us is more shit counters less shit, as the Seraphim hordes of units, which is weird, because when you say horde, you normally think of the Cybern, but no, this time it's the Seraphim. The horde of Seraphim units are absolutely destroying the Cybern units that are being routed, being forced into this choke point over here. And you can see that was a super inefficient trade out of Jascnu. He lost probably more. He lost a lot of units doing this, but more shit counters less shit. So I am done saying it. It's the last time I'm gonna say it. But my point has been proven. That is a very, very, like, good visual example of what happens in this situation. I like it. That was a bunch of words to say nothing at all. I'm like a politician. I use a bunch of words, and I impart no information. Oh man, I love Navy. I love Navy in these games. I love Navy in any game, but this game in particular has gotten Navy to the point where I really, really love it. Do we think it's time for harms yet? I don't know if it's time for harms. We do have some torpedo bombers coming in to try and kill off the destroyers, I would guess, because the destroyers are the most present threat to your base. The frigates will be able to shoot at some stuff, but most of your base is off limits to the frigates. So you're gonna need the destroyers there. Of course, Seraphim destroyers with their laser pointers of doom, not quite the best at being able to kill off, you know, bases that have weird terrain, but this is flat, so wouldn't be a problem. Whoa, that's spicy. We're getting laser onto the comm of RLO right now. It's gonna take like 5 minutes. I don't know if he even has the power economy for it. Like, I don't know if you can hold out long enough for that laser to upgrade. Even if you get assistance on it, I don't know if you can hold out long enough, so this is a bit dicey for our Cybern player. Let's see if it manages to even if it finishes, you can't get teleporter. Are you gonna put it on a T2 transport? I don't think that works. Who has air control? We have 74 interceptors and 5 ASF versus 2 ASF. You don't have air control. This is like really, really a shot in the dark. Like, I'm gonna take my shot, and if it lands, I win. If it doesn't land, I'm definitely not winning. Is the situation that RLO is putting himself in. But honestly, it might be the best situation he can put himself in, as the Navy destroys his production, and the Seraphim Navy is going to reign true. The upgrade about halfway done. This is going to be a close one. Oh, I can't get it back because I looked at things. This upgrade is... The question is, does it finish? Because if these T3 power generators go down, I don't think he has enough power to finish it, but it does look like instead of focusing the power generators, they're focusing the P3 air HQ, but that isn't what... He has a deceiver. Oh my god, he's gonna put the deceiver on the transport with the comm. He's gonna... Don't tell me this works. Don't... If it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid. And I'm gonna have to say this is a smart play if this works. Oh god damn it. Come on, just send an air scout, Jascnu. Don't do this to me. I don't deserve this. Oh god damn it, it's gonna work. Does RLO know where the comm is? He does. Oh my god. Does it work? Does it work is the question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it works. Either way, if it's gonna end, we're gonna see it from this angle. We're either gonna see an explosion in the background somewhere over here, like just up in the air. Maybe even zoom out a little bit more. Or we're gonna see a comm drop over here and laser this Seraphim comm to death. Oh man. It's the waiting that'll get you. Can we see the transport? Where is it? I mean, it's obviously coming over here. You don't get laser and then, like, try and gain map control with it, generally. Where's the transport? Am I blind? Might be blind. That is some kind of air unit taking off. Where? Transport just fucking disappeared. Watch, it's gonna show up the second I do this. There it is! There's the transport! Is there enough to kill the... Is there enough to kill the transport? Oh, no, there isn't. Oh, here comes the comm! Does Jas even notice, though? Does Jas notice that the comm moved? Does he know where the comm is? The intelligence just went down! Oh, it's killing everything that's able to spot it very quickly. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's not moving. No, move your comm, run, get to the water, you win! I don't know why I'm rooting for Jascnu. I mean, RLO is actually in my Discord community, and he's actually a cool dude. But, I don't know, I just feel like this is, like, Jascnu earned this victory, and it's being snatched from him. And that's the end of it. Thank you all for watching on YouTube if you're on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Thanks to patrons, Timothy Calderwood, Sergeant Syphilis, and Nogthor. I'm missing one, aren't I? Timothy Calderwood, Sergeant Syphilis, Nogthor. Icy Nightmare! I've missed Icy Nightmare. Or wait, I don't normally say Icy Nightmare. It doesn't matter. Thank you to the patrons. Thank you to the Twitch subs as well. If any are in the Twitch chat, say hello or whatever. And yeah, we're gonna be casting a few more games, and it's gonna be fun.